Hi, I'm Subtle, and I just watched The Rise of Skywalker. And I'm going to say something that's going to be controversial somehow in the next few weeks. I didn't hate it. Now, I want to put this in context because I think that there's going to be a lot of people who say, I mean, the, good riddance to a horrible trilogy. I didn't think that any of those movies were bad. The The Force Awakens, a solid movie, and no matter what anybody says, it is not just like out and out beat for beat A New Hope. I mean, there's plot points that are similar, but there are plot points in the Phantom Menace that were similar. It's what Lucas said over and over again. It rhymes. It's poetry and all of that crap. It it's similar, yes, but it's not the same movie. There's a whole lot of nuance and complexity that is very different between those two. And then you have Last Jedi, which is, you know, unfortunately a movie that came out in a generation that is broken fundamentally and can't appreciate a movie for a movie. They have to say, "Oh, look at the SJW holo," or look at all of the nothing very Canto Bite scenes, or you know, the stupid Mary Sue. Just shut up with these terms. Enjoy a movie. If it's entertaining, be entertained. And that's the buildup. That's what we get here. We get people saying, "Oh, it's just Star Wars movies. They're building off nostalgia," and then it's just you know, sensationalism and grandstanding um, coming off of coming off of Last Jedi, and again, the worst, the people who can really hate a Star Wars film are Star Wars fans, and that's that's where we are with the Rise of Skywalker. Now, I'm not gonna completely defend it. It was very exposition heavy, and there was a lot of dumb stuff in the third act. I mean, a lot of dumb stuff, but it was entertaining, and it was epic, and it had mythical elements. It was it was a Star Wars film, and it wasn't the kind of Star Wars film you have built up in your head. I just watched the entirety of the 9 films, um, and yeah, they're I look at people saying they ruined Luke Skywalker. They didn't. They didn't ruin him. They depicted him. He was the same kind of dumb, whiny farm boy he always was. It's just, you know, he got older and he thought that he was doing something good for a little while, and then he fucked it up, and he had to go back to being the whiny farm boy by cutting himself off from the Force. It tracks. It tracks as a character. And then, and but yeah, we're talking about Rise of Skywalker, which I don't know how far I'm getting into spoilers. Probably not at all. But I yeah, I for the most part was never bored. It was a very entertaining film. Um, all of the characters worked really well with the character that they had been establishing throughout the entirety of the series. I agree with some people that they kind of with Finn, but they might be setting up for, you know, Finn and other former stormtroopers having adventures off in supplemental material, which, yeah, it's Disney, so that's probably going to happen. Um, yeah, I, I, I I can't honestly say any one thing or another was bad about the movie, but saying that, and saying the fact exposition heavy, dumb parts of the third act, it is going to be hated. It is going to be hated by Star Wars fans, and that's kind of like saying that Rick and Morty fans are going to be juvenile and self righteous. Yeah, yeah. The Star Wars fan is going to hate new Star Wars stuff. Ooh, that's never happened before. But overall, it was an entertaining. It was an entertaining film, and that's what's important. Even bad films, even Garbage Pail Kids, which go back into my inventory. I did a video on that, and yeah, I defended it. Even bad films, if they're entertaining, are good films. The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know if it's a good movie or if it's just an okay movie, but it was an entertaining movie. So, yeah. I don't have any footage. I am lowest of low scale right now as far as budget goes. But if I were gonna grade, no, no, just no. There's no grade. I'm gonna have to watch that movie at least a dozen more times, and I have the opportunity. I work in a movie theater. Before I can even start to figure out if it's okay. But on first viewing, it's entertaining. Star Wars fans will hate it. And I think that general audiences will find it to be okay. So there you go. Have fun, play fair, and remember, it's all just a game.